Hi, we are from Group 5. The topic that we choose is Technology Innovation in Waste Management. I will introduce our group members. Nurul Nasirah binti Mayudi, Aimi Najwa binti Muhammad Razi, Nur Fatin Syafiqah binti Muhammad Zamsyah, Rabi'atul Adawiyah binti Awang, Eza Harrison anak Sipan, and lastly Nurul Afifi binti Kamarazan. Okay, the introduction of technology innovation. Technology innovation is an essential component and asset to the success of an organization management. Technologies used by management is constantly evolving and increasing on sophisticated. Using a technology innovation is to ensure that the management can be in a good way to prevent from getting any pollution. Awareness of using technology can help to reduce the impact of environmental pollution, such as the phenomenon of global warming and waste management. The relationship between an innovation appears to make a greatly depending on the sector of waste management. I will continue with what waste management. The waste management is effectiveness of waste management can reduce the environmental pollution that the cause of weakness in the legislation and management. The waste is the one and unavoidable the most of human activities, or it means unwanted material that have to be disposed. Waste management refers to control waste that have to be disposed of using certain method. And also, waste management can help to decrease the effect toxic to the environment and human health. And there are 4 types of waste management that will be introduced in the next part, which is municipal solid waste, industrial solid waste, agricultural waste, and hazardous waste. That's all from me. Thank you.
Now I'll continue with agricultural waste. It is a waste produced as a result of various agricultural operations. It includes manure and other wastes from farms, poultry house and slaughterhouse, harvest waste, fertilizer runoff from fields, pesticides that are absorbed into the water, air or soils, and salt and silt drained from field. There are 7 types of agricultural waste, which is animal production solid waste, food and meat processing solid waste, crops production solid waste, on-farm medical solid waste, horticultural production solid waste, industrial agricultural solid waste, and chemical waste. Animal production solid waste, it is a waste from the production of livestock. Food and meat processing is produced from the processing of crop or animal product for human consumptions. Crop production solid waste is produced from agricultural activities involving crop production, and on-farm medical solid waste is produced from the use of drugs, insecticide, or vaccine used in animals. Next is horticultural production solid waste, which is from cultivation and maintenance of horticultural plants and landscape for beautification. Industrial agriculture, as example, wood processing and cutting, paper production using agricultural product, and then chemical waste, which is waste from the use of pesticide, insecticide, and herbicides on the farm or store. Next, I'll move on with hazardous waste. It is defined as a waste with properties that make it dangerous or capable of having a harmful effect on human health or environment. It is generated from many sources, ranging from industrial manufacturing process, wastes to battery, and may come in many forms, including liquids, solid, gases, and sludges. Hazardous waste is classified into 4, which is listed waste, universal, characteristic, and mixed waste. First is listed waste. There are 4 subtypes of listed waste, which is F-list waste that has non-specific sources but are produced from manufacturing and industrial processes. K-list waste that have specific industry sources, and also P-list and U-list waste that are specific commercial chemical products that are usually unused and disposed of. Next, it is characteristic waste that depends on the characteristic that they display. First is ignitability, which is any waste that is flammable and can create fire. Second is corrosivity, any waste that can rust and decompose and has the ability to melt through steel. Third is reactivity, which is any waste that is explosive or unstable under normal conditions. And 4 is toxicity, any waste that is fatally poisonous when ingested or absorbed. Next is universal wastes. These wastes are more commonly produced and identified as dangerous good. There are 9 classifications with this waste listed below. First class is explosive, second is gases, Third is flammable liquid. Fourth is flammable solid or substances. Fifth is oxidizing substance and organic peroxide. Six is toxic and infectious substances. Seven is radioactive. Eight is corrosive substances. And class 9, miscellaneous dangerous substances. Last but not least is mixed wastes. Lastly, mixed wastes are waste that contain both hazardous as well as radioactive component. Because mixed waste involve hazardous and radioactive materials, the treatments and disposal is vary.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Aimin Ajah binti Muhammad Razi and my matrix number is CP190077. So now I will proceed with the type of waste. Waste is an unavoidable byproduct of most human activity. Currently, over 23,000 tons of waste produced each day in Malaysia. However, the amount is expected increasing by the year of 2022. The amount of waste generated continue to increase due to the increasing population and development, and only less than 5% of the waste is being recycled. Mismanagement is cause of severe environmental and social impacts, which do not allow to the sustainable development. So now I will proceed with the first type of waste, which is municipal solid waste or MSW. MSW is generated from household, school, office, institution that people not longer have any use for. The major components are food waste, paper, plastic, rags, metals, and glass. MSW is usually left on the curbside weekly and picked up by a dump truck and taken to be buried in the landfill or burned in the incinerator. MSW may be sent to the processing facility. Severe environmental problems will occur if the MSW cannot be disposed properly. And the second one is about the industrial waste. Industrial waste is usually generated by the manufacturing and industrial during the manufacturing and industrial process. Any business, service, or commercial establishment that make use of industrial and manufacturing process that probably produce of industrial solid waste. By the law, industrial solid waste is defined as non-household waste and also non-hazardous waste. Some of the most common example of the industrial waste include of the non-recyclable glass, oil-contaminated waste, paint residue, tires, and also electrical components. By reducing the amount of solid waste producing by the industrial business, it can help to save on management costs and reduce the environmental impact. That's all for me. Thank
Okay,
you.
now I will continue with the method of waste management. Technology is being used to help in waste management. As a result, the utilization of incinerator technology as well as gasification technology and edge investment to solve waste problem is regarded to be the most up-to-date and safest waste management technology. The usage of this technology can also significantly enhance the country trash management. Waste collection, classification, and utilization are all made simpler by technology and innovative technology. For technological innovation for waste separation and sorting process, the process of sorting garbage into distinct constituents is known as waste separation. Sorting waste can be done manually at home and collected, or it can be done mechanically at material recovery facilities. Waste separation is a necessary step before waste disposal. Separating waste for composting not only enhance resource usage, but it also minimizes waste production. Automated sensor that send an instant signal anytime a container is full and in need of service have revolutionized waste management. Magnet separation and waste screen system are some of the other innovative technology that make sorting a simple. Okay, this is magnet separation. Magnetic separation is the method of extracting material of mix by attracting magnetic object with specific type of magnet. Magnetic separator, on the other hand, are used in electromagnetic crane to separate the magnetic material from garbage and undesired item. For waste screen system, screening is the most common method of sorting solid waste into different sizes using one or more screening technology. In variety of applications, screen can be utilized before or after shredding and as separation of trash. Next is technological innovation for waste handling and transportation. For industrial and commercial waste, country governmental organizations or private organizations frequently provide collection service. Some localities, particularly in developing nations, lack a systematic waste collection system. For a quieter and more cost-effective operation, waste collection vehicles have converted from diesel to natural gas. The utilization of logistics software in vehicle monitor and mobile application has made the waste management process even easier while assuring drivers safely. For permanent waste collection, an automatic vacuum waste collection system delivery waste at high speed through an underground pneumatic tube to a collection station where it crushed and sealed in container. Waste is then drawn down on the underground pipeline by air pressure difference generated by numerous industry fans in response to intake sensor that signal when trash need to be emptied and access guarantee that only one sort of waste goes through the pipe at a time. The pipe connect at the central processing facilities where automate software direct waste to suitable container, which are then transported to a final destination such as landfill. And next is fleet management system. Waste collection can be improved by using fleet management technology, which is widespread in the logistics industry. The system optimizes vehicle route by utilizing a range of sensor and GPS data. The fleet management system enables drivers to customize their paths in order to save time and reduce pollution.
Technological innovation for recycling. Recycling is the comprehensive phase that encompasses everything from using waste resource to manufacture the same product to processing waste material to create various useful items. For the innovation, first, the transforming waste into the energy. One of the most significant development in the waste management sector is the capacity to convert the garbage into actual power. And the certain type of garbage can simply be transformed into energy rather than be disposed of in a landfill. The example for the innovation is known as digester, where it's a machine that can convert trash and biogas into energy, and it can be used inside. Then the next innovation is the new method for recycling precious metal. The innovation is such as thermal plasma recycling that can assist our civilization in meeting increased demand for this commodity. Next, the improvement in road. Technology has made it easier to determine road that waste collection truck can follow. This is not only make it easier to gather the waste and recyclables that must be collected, and it also improve fuel efficiency and lower energy consumption. And last but not least, the technology for the collecting and disposal. The advancement can notify trash management business when bins are full and require service. Technological innovation for waste disposal. Waste disposal is the collecting, processing, and recycling or dispositioning of the waste material of human society. And as we know, solid waste management is complex and has a critical process. So, the thermal treatment plant integrator are the best alternative for disposing of solid waste, as they involve less space and landfill, reduce odor problem and leachate issue. Next, the technology innovation for waste disposal is using simulation method and computer model that replacing the cool gas with innovative hybrid heat exchanger, the cooling using water, and it has successfully overcome the cloud formatting issue in the dark thereby, and there is no more sufficient problem.
I will continue with the importance of waste management. So waste management refers to the collection, transportation, handling and disposal of human waste as a whole. Waste management minimizes the negative impact of waste on the environment, human health and other factors. So in this video, I will explain more about the importance of waste management in terms of solid, agriculture and hazardous waste management. First, solid management. So solid management is defined as the discipline that deals with the generation, storage, collection, transport or transfer, process and disposal of solid waste materials. The major purpose of solid waste management is to reduce and eliminate the negative effect of waste product on human health and the environment in order to promote economic growth and a high quality of life. If the waste not handled properly, it also can affect the economic factor. Considering in the waste area is not maintained properly, the market value of particular area will be decreased because it poses a bad aesthetic. Next, agriculture waste management. So the majority of agriculture food is developing nation in carry to city in its unprocessed state, compounding the net effect of massive trash. However, in some places, they turn this agriculture waste into organic fertilizer. By composting, also reduce the volume of waste, and agriculture waste may be significant resource for increased food security, but if they are not properly processed, stored and disposal, they are likely to pollute the environment and potentially endanger human health. And lastly is hazardous. By drinking polluted water, breathe contaminated air, or eat contaminated food may suffer major health consequences as a result of improper hazardous waste management. It may be particularly hard to clean up hazardous waste that has made its way into the water supply. The waste still need to be managed because not only it can lead to chronic illness, it also causes death. Ionizing energy is emitted by one of hazardous waste, radioactive waste, which can damage living creature. Not only it can affect human, the hazardous waste also cause a major health problem in animals. And lastly, conclusion. To sum it all up, every waste product has different way to handle it. For some waste like solid and agriculture waste, it might be easy to manage them. However, hazardous waste need to be managed in a special way as it can become hazardous if the person handle it wrongly. That is why normally for hazardous waste, the government is not specialized in it. So waste management involving technology to manage each types of waste in appropriate way. Some of the waste can also be recycled or reused. So an innovative technology is also created to handle the waste without wasting it. It is important to handle each waste correctly, not only to protect ourselves but also animal and the environment. Therefore, not only the government has to take waste management seriously, but everyone has to take part in it. That's all from our group. Thank you.